Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Beth.
Good morning. Good morning, Rebecca. Good morning, Beth.
You're not excited, Beth? That's funny. Beth's like, I am not excited. You don't have to be, Beth. Hey, Olga, darling.
Good
I'm not
morning,
excited.
Olga.
I'm not excited. I want to show something to Rebecca, and let's see if I could share it. That amigurumi
Hey,
doesn't have to
Sarah.
be, hey, amigurumi doesn't have to be just crochet. That is knit with fingering weight yarn. So amigurumi can be knit as well. So check that out.
Hi,
My
Amy.
little, hey Amy, my little pumpkin dude. He's adorable. So you
Good
can knit it
morning,
as well.
Maureen.
Good morning, Maureen. Well, Maureen, you know your way up. I'm just saying. Because she'll probably sleep through the entire hour. So we are going to knit a dishcloth today. And Carrie is going to keep up with the chat for me. Maureen, you know your way up. I'm just reminding you. And it's going to be an easy dishcloth. There's nothing to it. Um, Basically, you need some cotton and you need knitting needles to match the size of the label on the cotton. And you can use circular needles like that. I can pick it up again. So you can use circular needles. You can use double pointed needles. You can use straight needles. It doesn't matter. You just need at least 2 needles. Hello, Dawn.
Hi, Dawn.
Oh, goodness, Maureen. Any excuse? Any excuse?
Who's little man?
That would be her great grandson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're not going to give out names, but we're just going to say her great grandson. So you can knit along with me if you'd like. Otherwise, this will be here for your reference for later. But I'm going to go ahead and I am going to stop my camera, switch to my lower camera. Hi, Sam. Sam is going to nitpick my knitting.
Good
And
morning, Sam.
I'm going to do this. And Carrie is going to be here to keep up with the chat for me. Boy, that's cat hair on my desk. Look at that. Go figure. Oh, he wanted to make cookies. So I'm going to go ahead and
Oh,
use
that's
just double.
cute.
I'm just going to use double pointing needles. Um, it doesn't matter if they're double point or if they are um, cable needles, interchangeable needles. It doesn't really matter. Or they could be straight needles. It's all in what you want to use. So I am actually using Dishy cotton, and it's worsted weight. It is 190 yards. I have an affiliate link in the description box below. And the color I am using is called Bumblebee. It is 100% cotton.
Mm,
It is 100% cotton. And there you go. Machine wash, tumble dry.
he really got into it. I have to keep
Oh,
my eye on the little booger because he so wanted to do everything. how
well,
many
well,
how many washcloths can you get from one ball?
Dawn, it all depends on how big you want your washcloths. I could probably get 3, But, you know, for the most part, 2. Just depends on how big you want them. There you go. Use use the number 8.
Okay,
It'll
I
be
have
fine.
the 16. Let's use number 7.
You can use number 8. So what I'm going to do, let me raise my camera up a hair so you can see me do this cast on. I am taking a tail. So I will have an end to weave in. All right. And I'm draping it over my index finger and my thumb. This is what's called a long tail cast on. Now, I'm going to take my needle. I'm going to go down and flip it around, just like that. That's 1 stitch. I'm going to put my finger on it because I don't want to lose it. Now, we're going to go down. We're going to go under the thumb. Hang on. That helps Froggy, doesn't it? So we're going to go under the thumb, around the index finger, back through the thumb, and pull it off. Wow. You hear little feet coming. You be the light, sweetheart. All right. So we're going to do that again. We're going to go under the thumb, around the index finger, back through the thumb, and we're going to take our thumb out, and we're going to pull that yarn. There's 3. Under the thumb, around the index finger, back through the thumb, and we're going to let go of it, and there it goes. We have 4 stitches on our needle, and that's all we need to start. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to knit 2 stitches. We're going to knit all 4 stitches. First round, we are going to knit 1.
You're not in camera. Oh, there you go.
2. 1, 2, and 3. And 4. Now we're in the second round, second row. This is where we do our increases. We are going to knit the first stitch. So we put it forms an X. We're going to wrap the yarn around the needle, pull that loop through. So hard to do it slow. Pull that loop through, take that loop off the hook. There we go, off the needle. All right. Then we're going to go an X again by putting it through. Wrap the yarn around.
Sorry, hit the cap lock.
That's okay. Yes. And then you pull that loop through. You got to take this loop off. Now we're going to do we have 2 stitches on either needle. Now we're going to wrap the yarn around, and then we're going to knit these 2 stitches, go in, wrap the yarn around, pull it through, take that loop off, go in, wrap the yarn around, pull that loop off. Now we have the beginnings of our dishcloth. And then we're going to turn. The yarn with the loops will always go into your left hand. You're going to move them to your right hand. And once they're all moved over to your right hand, you move it back to your left. And now we are going to go in the first stitch. We're going to wrap the yarn around. We're going to pull a loop through, and we're going to knock that loop off the end of the needle. And we're going to do it again. We're going to put the needle in the loop, make an X, wrap the yarn around, pull it through, and then you got to take that one off the left needle. All right, after we knit 2, we have to yarn over, and then we knit this one, wrap the yarn around, pull it through, take it off. Put the needle in the loop, wrap the yarn around, pull it through, off. Put it through, wrap it around, and pull it through, and take it off. Now you'll notice I'm pulling down on it. You don't have to. I don't know why I do it. Just a habit. All right, next row. Now we're going to keep repeating this row until we have about 40 stitches. I don't have that long in the hour, but we're going to do this until there's 40 stitches. Right now there's 3, 6. So I'm going to do as much as I can until 10:30. So I'm going to go in, wrap the yarn around, knit 2, knit 2, yarn over, knit to the end. 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you notice, I'm knitting continental. That means all my yarn is held in my left hand. My yarn's always held in my left hand. I'm not doing what's throwing. I'm not holding it in my right. So back to the beginning. Knit 2, knit 2, yarn over, knit to the end. We're going to do this for the first half of our dishcloth.
Good morning, Barbara.
Good morning, Barbara. All right. And then we're going to repeat the same row again. We're going to go in, make an X. You're going in that circle, in that hole. Make an X, wrap the yarn around, pull it through, then take that loop off. And we're going to do it again. Make an X, wrap the yarn around, pull it back through, take it off. Yarn over, so that means you wrap the yarn over the needle. And then you knit to the end. And we're going to keep doing this until we get to the end.
So you can only add 1 stitch?
Yeah, we're adding 1 stitch a row. Yeah, we're adding 1 stitch a row. By doing this, your dishcloth will be a nice, decent size. About the size of your hand. Oh, did I forgot my yarn over? No, I did I? Knit 1, knit 2, yarn over. I didn't knit 2.
You're not in the corner.
Oh, thank you. I have to remember to rest my arms on the desk. On TFF, I'm going to do another dishcloth, but it'll be a lot different. So, knit 2, yarn over, knit to the end. Sam probably whips out a bunch of these every day. The only problem I have, Sam, is I get a cramp in my left hand. That's the only problem. But otherwise, it's fine. So how's everybody doing today? How's your weather? What's on your hook? And what's in your cup?
What's
My
in your
weather,
cup?
it's, yeah. I have 64 degrees Fahrenheit. And I am obviously knitting this and working on my contest project. I have Diet Coke and water.
And I have coffee. It's 53 degrees out. Partly, mostly cloudy. And I'm working on the star blanket, the second one for my nail tech.
Nice. You make blankets fairly quickly.
Yeah, if I stay with it and don't get startitis.
Yep, that's true. Sam says, I need to put some new things on both my hook and needles. I just finished a load of stuff. Awesome. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Now, I have arthritis in my hands, so my hands are starting to act up. But what you're seeing here is it's creating these loops all the way up on either side,
Oh,
which is really nice. It looks really good. And we're going to go with that all the way up. And when we go to decrease it to form the square, we're still going to keep these holes. And it's going to look really cute. But give me a minute. Bear with me a minute. My left hand's bothering me. So give me a second. I'm just stretching out my fingers against the desk.
That's really pretty.
Thank you. Thank you. It's blowing the yellow out at the moment. I wish it didn't blow it out so much. It just happened to be one that I picked up to use. I shouldn't blow it out. So wish it didn't blow it out as much. There, that's the true yellow color.
Michelle is here.
There's Michelle. Yeah, it's a really pretty buttery yellow.
Michelle.
Welcome in, my darling. I'm getting with it, Michelle. Fingers are cramping. I knew they would. They're cramping faster than they did earlier. They shouldn't be, but they are. So let's go back and do it again. We're going to knit the first one, knit the second one. We're going to yarn over, and then we're going to knit all the way across.
Hi, Carrie. Good morning. Carrie
Good morning,
Ryan
Carrie.
Is here.
Good morning, Carrie. I love the fact that her name is spelled very similar to yours.
Mm-hmm.
It is good to see you. So I asked earlier what your weather was, what's on your hook, and what's in your cup. I'd like to see some answers.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. You froze for a second.
Oh, did I?
I
Oh, dear.
didn't know whether I lost internet or not. It
Well,
could
might
have been me.
Could have been me.
Michelle
Well, thank
says,
you for...
I'm not knitting. I'm just here for moral support.
Thank you for the moral support, Michelle. I need the moral support, especially since my fingers are cramping. Hang on.
So how are you doing that last loop on the hook?
Oh, I'm showing you.
on
Hang
the
on.
needle, that last loop.
I only do a loop every other row. So the loop is created by this one, this one. The yarn over creates the loop.
Okay,
That's
so
what
you're doing
creates
two
the
of
loop.
those a row.
No, one a row. So there's one. And when I come back the next row, I'll create it. So I'm going to show you at the end of this row.
Michelle says coffee is in her cup. It's 74 degrees, going to be 83, working on a basket with the wooden bottom. It's new for me. And then Carrie said, I'm crocheting a blanket right now. I am drinking Pepsi with wild cherry. And my weather in Rochester, New York is 78 and mostly cloudy.
Nice.
Well, Carrie, we could be in the same place because it's mostly cloudy here too.
Wow. So when you get to the other end, this is the yarn over from the row below. You're going to knit it. And when you knit it, you created a hole. See the hole? There's the hole.
Yep.
There it is. Yeah, that's what you do. So when I go back across, I'm going to do another yarn over, and I will knit the yarn over from before, creating another hole. It's kind of cool. That's how
Huh.
you create lace. That's how you create lace in knitting, is with yarn overs.
Huh.
Yarn overs will create the open lace work. I'm telling you, it's so simple. And then cables are just made by knitting your stitches out of order. Knitting is very simple. People always think it's so hard. It's really not. Oh, I did it again.
Hmm. I'll stick with crochet. Too complicated for my little brain. Beth says, stop fibbing, Froggy. It is hard. LOL.
Oh,
She makes it look easy, huh, Beth?
it's really funny. When I wanted to learn, I thought it was like super hard. And then when I learned, I realized crochet's harder and crochet work is much harder. With crochet, you have to learn a bunch of different stitches. With knitting, all you need to know is knit and purl. This is just the knit stitch, back and forth, back and forth. Um, and then you're just yarning over, and then you'll have a decrease stitch where you're just going to knit the two together. That's it. It's really not hard. You're going to have to go back and watch again. I really do apologize
Yeah,
for having to stretch my hand again.
you're fine.
I shouldn't have knit earlier, but I did practice this earlier and ripped it out. I ripped it out and wound all the yarn right here. Um, I did. So that's what happens when you're. I was rusty and I wanted to get my muscle memory back, and I was like, dang it, I shouldn't have done it because now my hand's just cramping up. And it's cramping in here. That's what's cramping.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. The left hand is not used to doing anything but tension the yarn, and it's having to hold that needle.
Right.
That's why.
Put your arms a little bit more forward in the screen.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Fox Mountain Dew lighting in my cup. I've never even heard of that before. 68 degrees here in Illinois and still trying to cast on. LOL. When I let go, nothing is connected to the needles. It just
Oh,
drops.
bless your
But I'm
heart.
still trying.
All right.
And
This
Carrie
is
has
what
a
I'm
question. Her question is,
using right here. Dishy worsted weight yarn. It's 190 yards. It is 100% cotton. And there's the websites. There you go.
oh, it's generic Mountain Dew from Walmart. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it tastes just like Mountain Dew. It really does. It's good stuff. They have a diet version that's good. I did not do that. No, I yarned over. Okay. It's funny when I get going quick, I'm like, did I even remember
So
to
now
yarn
what would
over?
have happened? What would have happened if you didn't yarn over? How would
I
you
would have
fix
backed
that?
up. I would have backed up. So I'll show you what I would have done. I would have done what's called tinking. I would have, see the loop, this is the loop below. I would have put my, right there. I would have, this is the loop on the needle. And then this is
Oh,
the loop below.
uh-huh.
I go in the loop below and I do what's called unknitting or tinking. Tinking is just the word knit
Mm-hmm.
backwards. That's all I would do. Just unknit backwards. Hi, Sarah.
Good, good morning, Sarah. It's 68 degrees, sunny with some clouds here in Wisconsin. I have water in my cup with a triangle scarf on my hook. Amazon
Nice.
has Dishy also, Michelle said. Beth says, I can't eat or drink anything with sugar added alternatives. Gives me
Hmm.
extreme heartburn. Oh,
Oh,
gives me
bless you.
extreme migraines.
Yeah, it does give people migraines. I'm very fortunate in that regard. But coming off of it, I have bad migraines. Yeah, that's the bad part.
I can't either, Beth.
Yeah, a lot of people can't. Um, but I also have the same withdrawals from caffeine. It's awful. So I'm going to go ahead and start decreasing so I can show Beth alternative ways of casting on.
Okay.
All right. So there's that. Now, we want to go ahead
And
and
it's in
start.
most gums. Yeah.
We want to go ahead and start decreasing. So, what we're going to do is we're going to knit one. Then we're going to take these two stitches right here and we're going to go into both of them at the same time. All right. It's a little fiddly the first few times you do it. But see, I'm going in both of them. Wrap the yarn around and pull through both of those stitches and knock them both off. So I went through both stitches. Yarn over and do that one more time. Going through both stitches again. And yarn over right there. See? And then we just knit to the end. So we just did two decreases. One here and one here. So now we got to knit to the end. And in the next row or two, you're going to see the corner. And we just knit all the way down. All right. And we turn our work. And we repeat that same process. We knit the first stitch. We knit the first two stitches together. We yarn over. We knit the second two stitches together. It's a double decrease now. All right. There you go.
You're not.
And
There you go.
now we're going to knit to the end. And we're going to keep doing this until we get down to about 5 stitches.
Olga says, please remember your thumbs up, please.
Oh, please and thank you.
Thank you, Olga.
It was very kind of you, sweetheart. All right, one more pass and you're going to see the corners real well. I don't mean to get too far out of your viewing range. I'm so sorry. So, the decrease. Knit the first stitch, knit the next 2 stitches together. Remember, it'll be a little fiddly. Just always check to make sure they're together. There you go. Yarn over, knit the next 2 stitches together, yarn over, pull through, and then knit to the end. I know this is a very small one. I won't be using this dishcloth. I'll be unraveling it and using it for something else. Carrie's got an arm.
It's 7:30.
Good. I'm getting good progress. Now see, you can see the corner.
Yep.
See the corner? It's turned. And now I'm just going to keep decreasing because I want to show you how to cast off. And hopefully I'll have a couple minutes to show a couple cast-ons. Casting off is very easy. So knit 1, knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 2 together again.
Did you guys notice I took the Elizabeth off my name? Now it's just Beth. Yes, I did.
I did. Oh, I want to place.
Oh, she kicked herself out. Hi, everybody. She'll be back. I don't know why I originally used Elizabeth. No one calls me that. Yeah, I hear that. There she is.
Yes, I threw myself out.
My goodness.
I don't know how I threw myself out, but I did. But what I wanted to do, because I'm such a dunce, I wanted to do this for my friends.
I guess when social media starts, I thought it was more formal. Oh, yeah, uh-huh. What happened, Froggy?
You didn't see it. I played my lurker video.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I know you didn't. I played my lurker video. You know, I wanted to play my lurker video. It's frogs. It's lurkers in the frog pond. So I wanted to play my lurker video. I go to play, I choke on my spit. I go to play the lurker video and threw myself right out of StreamYard. I'm like, wow, that was smart. I'm like, where did everybody go? And then I realized I threw myself out of StreamYard. Not the first time, probably won't be the last time. Man, I'm a dunce. That was awful. That was awful, awful, awful. All right, and then 2 together. Remember, I'm doing this. Y'all got to remember, I'm doing this without my eyesight. I think people forget that sometimes. There we go. Now knit to the end. That was funny. Here we go. Caught it. Caught it.
Beth says, yeah, I like it. Good morning, Cindy.
Hey, Cindy. How are you today? How's your weather? What's on your hook? What's in your cup?
Hi, Vema.
Hey, Vima. How are you doing, sweetheart? How's your weather? What's on your hook and what's in your cup, sweetheart? I have been in here knitting and giving instructions on how to make a simple dishcloth and trying to get to the end of it.
Vima said she's okay.
Oh, good.
Hi, Vima. How are you? Well, you answered her. You're okay,
Yes.
dear.
So what?
So what's on your head?
Yes,
What's in your cup? And what's your weather like?
because we're nosy people.
Where are you? Where are you at, Vima?
Yeah, where are you
I'm
located at,
doing
sweetheart?
really well. Froggy is, well, no matter what, because I make her. No, I'm just kidding. How are you doing,
I'm
Froggy?
always good. I'm good. Um, I go live at 10 a.m.
Carrie
Eastern.
wants to know when you go live.
10 a.m. Eastern every Wednesday. Oh, I forgot to reduce it. Forgot to decrease it.
She's in India. Oh.
Wow, that's awesome.
Don't
Oh,
get
I'm so
mad, Froggy, but
excited.
I have to tell you that my favorite video of anyone's ever is Carrie's, where the little elephant is squirting water out of at the other ones, and that song.
That's
Cindy says
awesome. I
coffee in
love
her
that.
cup at 77 degrees in Virginia, going steady up. And my granddaughter, 17, is on a flight here. She'll be here 2 weeks. So happy.
Cindy, can I ask what town you're in? Cindy, I am on the other side of the mountain from Blacksburg. I am an hour southwest of Roanoke, and I am in Virginia. That's why I asked. And I don't drive, so I can't exactly go, stalk you. Oh, I love Spotsylvania. When I was a teenager, we loved to go to that mall because it's huge. But
Oh my God.
I was in Spotsylvania
Sorry, go ahead.
not long. I was in Spotsylvania not long ago. Oh my gosh, that's
Vima
really
says
hot.
that it's 40 degrees Celsius. Yes.
That's very hot. I'm complaining about 26 Celsius. Vima's like, that's cool. It's not like this one. I don't know how you do it, my love. That is just too hot for me. Your froggy would melt. Cindy, what did you think when
Mm-hmm.
they
So would
what did
Carrie.
you think what did you think when they had On Patrol Live in Spotsylvania? I thought it was cool because I recognized a bunch of places. When I go to Maryland, I go through Spotsylvania. Mm. I'm sure you weren't worried because you don't get stopped by the cops. I just think that's so cool. I ought to tell her next time I'm going through Spotsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be for quite a while.
I just get a notification from a channel I must have subbed to called Bold and Bankrupt. LOL. Don't remember subbing to them.
Oh my. Bold and bankrupt.
Yes, dear, it's hot. That's the reason I am unable to do any live streaming. Oh my
Honey,
goodness.
it's
And Cindy said, LOL, I would be honored for you to stalk me.
oh,
Can you repeat the question?
oh um I said On Patrol Live, the TV show, was following the police department in Spotsylvania. Did you hear about that? And did it affect you? Hello,
Hi,
Manuela.
Manuela.
I'm tickled. I'm going to tell her next time I'm going through Spotsylvania. I could hear my husband now. These people don't want to see you. I have had one person run at me and go, Froggy! And it startled me because I didn't expect it. And I was like, oh my gosh. Yes, I
Oh
did.
yeah, watch
There,
around and realize there's a lot of drunks.
and a lot of people with no driver's license. It was cool to me because I recognized a lot of the places. I was like, oh my gosh, we've
Yes,
been through there.
Manuela, I agree with Vima. She said that your pineapple cardigan is super awesome.
It's beautiful. I mean, it really is beautiful. I thought
It
it was
is.
amazing. I need to go back and comment because I have a habit of not commenting. I'm bad about that.
I don't comment sometimes either.
But I I stalk Manuela's channel. I'm just saying. Shh,
So do I.
don't don't tell her.
Don't tell
Don't
her.
tell her.
Okay, your secret's safe with me.
I don't want her to get to be like freaking out over me. Oh my god, I have a stalker. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like Froggy, stay off my channel.
Uh-huh.
See, that's what's gonna happen. I have a habit of doing that. I don't know. I got this thing for Manuela.
She said thank you.
You're welcome. I love you.
Oh, and
I just
Cindy
like
said I'm more countryside.
oh, cool. That's not a problem.
Manuela said never. Love you, Jennifer.
Oh, I love you. I love watching you and listening to your voice. I sit over here and listen to your voice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, that's my Manuela. I need my Manuela fixed today. And don't think I don't watch Vima. Oh, you better. Annette, so good to see you.
Hi, Annette.
Vima,
Welcome in. What's in your cup? What's on your hood? And what's your weather like?
and let me tell you, you're right, Beth. Vima is very fast. It's either that or she has no life. Oh, that's not bad. 10 minutes out of the. Yeah. Oh, honey, I live. I live 3 miles from the interstate, but you would think that I live in the middle of nowhere. I mean, seriously. You would think I lived in the middle of nowhere. It's crazy. Because this portion of my interstate, there's like nothing. It's weird. There's like absolutely nothing.
Did you do a redirect?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
So if I at 5 or 3 minutes of, I want you to head over there because I did a redirect, and I will meet you.
Okay. Okay.
Froggy is on the ball. And I don't know if you guys are paying attention, but we are down to 8 stitches. So we're getting down there. When we get to 5 stitches, it'll start the thing. Can you
It's
read?
seven,
Yeah.
it's 77 in New York. Super Mario corner to corner graph gun. My own graph, and I'm drinking coffee. Wow,
Nice.
Annette, that's wonderful.
That's awesome. I am not a fan of the corner to corner. I can do them, but I am not a
Me
fan.
either.
I don't know why, other than the
Oh,
fact
I get a wild pair every once in a while.
I get very bored with them. Um, I can't explain why, but I do get very bored with them.
I do too.
Nice, Beth. That's awesome.
Manuela said, Jennifer, I watched your replay live. Love, love, love the green yarn.
Thank you so much. It is Big Twist Rave in the color Electric Slime. And Froggy is in love with it and cannot get it anywhere. All right, 6, 3, 6 stitches. And one more time. Two. And
Manuela said, yes, I know it's dream yarn for me.
I'll tell you about it. All right. So now we're down to 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are going to knit 1, knit 2 together, no yarn over. We're going to knit 2 together. We're going to knit 1 and knit 2. That's because it's just like the very first row we did. That was plain, and that's what this row is. That was the plain row to match. And now we're casting off. We are going to knit 1, knit 2, then we're going to take this first stitch and we're going to pick it up and we're going to pull it up over top of that one we just did. Wow. Then we're going to knit another one. And we're going to pick this stitch up with the needle, pick it up, and move it over top and bring it on down and off the needle. Cool, huh? Then we knit this stitch. Then we take this one, pick it up, and move it up off of the needle. And we just do that till we have 1 stitch left. And then
Beth said,
yeah.
Beth said, every time someone mentions mosaic, I remember that I bought the cottage core mosaic blanket pattern. I want to start that, but never seem to get around to it.
Oh, then you're just going to pull the tail through the end of it and it's done. And now all you got to do is weave in your ends and you have a square. Burr, burr, burr. Isn't that neat? Now, you could have made this much bigger by working to 40 stitches or 44 stitches. This yarn will come around and go in right here. I'm using a hook instead of a needle, even though I should be using a needle. And pull through here. And by doing this, you're creating the square. It's a little skewed, but as you wash it and use it, she is much more square than you think. But it's beautiful. And it is that. So, Beth, casting on. Real easy to do. First off, Beth, take your yarn, make a slip knot, make a slip knot. Okay? Slip knot. Take the yarn. There's your loop. It's on a slip knot. Put your needle through like an X. Wrap the yarn around. Wrap the yarn around and pull it through. It's hard to do the first time. It's fiddly. Pull the yarn around and then turn and put it back on your needle. There's 2 loops, Beth. Then go in the second loop, wrap the yarn around.
Hi, James.
Hey, James, pull it through, Beth. And there's 2 loops, 3 loops now on your hook. Then wrap the yarn around, pull it through, and now there's 4 loops on your needles. And by pulling, you now have the proper number of loops on your needles, Beth. And to me, this is the easiest way to do, Beth, for you to learn. Do it this way.
Annette says I
Okay?
made 2 camo Boggy Creek blankets.
That's wonderful, Annette. See, there you go, Beth. You can do it that way. Or we can do it this way again. Remember, your tail, this is your tail. The tail is where your thumb is. The working yarn is where your index finger is. And hold them in your fingers. Take the needle and wrap it around so it's a circle. See? Just make it a circle. Put your finger on it. Then you're going to come down and you're going to go under the thumb, around the index finger, back through the thumb, and then you're going to let go with your thumb and bring it back for the yarn. All right. Thumb, index finger, through, on. Thumb, index finger, on. Now you have them. Look at that. I'll do some more. Through, around, there. Thumb, index finger, through, off. There, there, there. There, there, there. Just by doing this over and over again and you watching it, you're going to get the hang of this. There you go. You just have to remember that to cast on all these stitches, you need a long enough tail. Just keep practicing. It does feel very awkward. It took me a while to get a hold to that one. And it does feel very awkward. It really, really, really does. That's an awkward one. So bear with me while I switch my cameras. Where is that? There it is.
I have a question for you, Froggy.
Yes, yes.
You were wrapping it around where the yarn goes around your hook this way.
Uh-huh.
What if you wrapped it this way?
You can wrap it the other way.
Does it still work the same?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, throwers will wrap it the opposite way of me. I'm continental knitter, so I wrap it that way. It's just a difference.
Well, I'm just wondering because I would probably be a continental holder also.
Yes.
But I would go under and around.
Right. I probably knit different too because I make a lot of amigurumi. And the way I wrap the yarn around the hook is different. Yeah, I wrap the yarn around the hook way different than other people. Blame my Oma. But I do hope that helps somebody. It'll be here obviously for the replay. If anybody needs it, yeah, not a problem. I hope it helps though. You never know. One never knows. I'm just moving my camera out the way. And yeah, the long tail cast on is extremely awkward when you're first learning it. then it becomes pretty much everybody's favorite. My favorite is what you call knit on. So, because I don't waste a lot of yarn. Thank you, Vima. Thank you. Yeah, I prefer to knit on. So, and what I've been doing, I have been crocheting with a size C or 2.75 millimeter hook and making pieces for my contest project. Yes, that is a tiny hook. No fun. You stay here, and my screen will go straight to Carrie's live. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, that's wonderful, Manuela. Yeah, you're not going to go anywhere. This is going straight to Carrie's YouTube live. Mm-hmm. Oh,
I don't get it either, Beth.
amigurumi is where you make a character, animal, whatever, and you use a hook 1 to 2 sizes smaller than the yarn you're using requires. I'm working with 3-weight yarn.
Okay, I'm going to head out of here.
All right, we will be over there
Bye,
momentarily.
you guys. See you in a few minutes.
Yep, we'll see you in a minute. So, if you're using worsted weight yarn, then you would use either a 3.75 hook or a 3.5 hook. So that would make sense. When I first started doing my project, I'm using 3-weight yarn, and I tried a 3.5 hook, and the holes are just too big. So when I switched to the 2.75 hook, the holes are much smaller and the stuffing won't poke through. Yeah. He wants to be a real seal. Oh my. Okay, come on. There it goes. He wants to be a real seal. Bless his heart. Wow. That's incredible. Yes. That is incredible. If you want to order Dishy, the link is in the description box for either Knit Picks or We Crochet. They're both the same place. That's incredible, though. He wants to be a real seal. I don't want to be a seal. Mm-mm. No. No, I'm okay being a human. Mm-mm. I do want to dye my hair again, though. Yeah, it's growing out. Look, it's growing out and there's no gray. I'm teasing my friends that there's no gray. Yeah, peaches and cream is fine. Peaches and cream is fine. Mainstay cotton is fine. Um, uh, what is the other ones? Sugar and cream's fine. I love this yarn, this cotton. Yeah, I did. I did. You know what's really funny about that, Beth? I use actual knitting needles to hold my pieces together. Yeah. So they actually came out with something like that. No, I have a selection of knitting needles right here on my desk that when I'm sewing amigurumi together, I stick these in them. Yep, there's one, there's two. Yep, they work really good. And they're fairly long. I didn't show, I mean, I actually, these are on my desk just for amigurumi. That's what they're for. So, yeah, I have other knitting needles to work with, but those are for my amigurumi. I think it's fantastic, you know. I love the fact that that somebody's come out with something like that. All they did was get stoppers and glued them on one end and not on the other. That's all they did. But it is an incredible idea. But I love you guys. Stay safe. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Stay safe. Be kind to one another. Hang around. Carrie's coming up right behind me. And happy yarning. Bye now.